Oh, well, there you go. There's the GOAT Valiant. Blue Archive JP livestream announced the worst gacha renewal. I don't know what, okay, so it's a gacha change? Now you know. I mean, should I know? I don't know yet. What it was, so what changed? You should watch the livestream first. Yeah, we're not gonna watch the livestream. That would be crazy. You're in for a surprise. What changed? Well, you know, we'll put the Valiant video in the back. So we'll get to it, you know what I mean? And then we'll do a reaction, guys. Don't you guys love reaction content? We can react to the Valiant video. The guy who knocked me down from rank 167 the last week, bro. The situation was something the GOAT Valiant uses his own voice? Wait, that's crazy if true. Valiant actually talks this time? Wait, this is huge. This is like when saying Valiant used his own voice is like saying Charlie, or is like saying Moist Critical is wearing a black shirt. This is serious. Okay, I think we got it. Since we said it and it was gonna be funny, let's react to the Valiant video. Since it is his face, or not his face, or their voice, I'm curious to hear how they sound like. I don't even know how they sound like. I don't have, has Valiant ever used his voice before? No, never. He hasn't. This is serious then. Just to, yeah, he's always had the, so, Pandemonium Society is coming soon. Should you save? Is it worth pulling on the Pandemonium Society? What is going on with this game? Wait, he's gonna say it. Okay, let's begin. All right.
Actually, I never made a video using my own voice before. You know, the Blue Archive GP anniversary livestream has ended. And there's one thing that really concerns me. I think we are
Scuffed
all
mic.
concerns about it. They're starting
it's kind of like shit is serious. He didn't have time to even get like a super bonkers mic. He had to bust out the laptop and he had to say things now. You know what I mean? He had we gotta this is serious. Like, bro, busted out the laptop, recorded this, edited it, and then uploaded it straight away. This is serious shit. John Valiant, no way. That's what I'm saying. Valiant might be the Moist Critical of Blue Archive. Is that crazy to say? Apollo 11 mic. Spacecraft shuttle mic. It's fine. The only thing, I mean, there's a little bit of a buzzing, but otherwise he sounds fine.
They're starting to abolish the Spark system and replace it with a pity system.
Oh! Oh, it's a pity now. Whoa. Wait, actually? What does he mean by abolish? Like actually abolish? Like you can't get rid of it. We're 5 years deep. 5.5 years deep. You can't get rid of it, right? Yep, gone. GG. 50-50. There's a 50-50. Wait, that's fucked. 50-50 pity and no spark. So, like, legit no spark? No more sparks. It's going away and being replaced. Only 50-50 check on 100 pull. So, it is... Okay. We'll let Valiant continue speaking with his beautiful voice. I can see he's about to say, like, HSR Arknights. Arknights... I don't know what OG Arknights does. I only play Enfield. But if we're going off HSR and we're going off the G word... Yeah, so now it's going to be out of 100. Although theirs is at 90 though. I don't remember what HSR is. I haven't played in a while. But theirs at 90. Is it deadass at 100? Discussion of whether this is a good change or not. There's like 400 messages in the Blue Archive channel in your Discord. Oh, dang. Yeah, I've had it muted. Holy shit, dude. Things really did go down when... Okay, I promise I didn't plan this. I just overslept on the stream and then I decided to buy... and then I decided to delay it. I promise I didn't do anything, bro. What happened while I was asleep? Hadouki 2. If you want Shupogaki, you get Hikari at 190, then pull 10, then just 10 pull for Nozomi. But with the new 50-50 system, you get Hikari, you either gonna pull 100 more or 200 more if unlucky. 200? 200 more? HSR and ZZ are both 90, I think. Enfield, I don't understand, and NTE is 90 as well. Recent stream reviews have also been mostly negative. 21k. Oh, I don't have the extension to see dislikes. The sense to make the gacha system worse for the anniversary is amazing. The gacha system has been ruined and it feels like everything has been ruined. They didn't do a public live broadcast because they knew it would cause an uproar over the gachas. Okay, so it is bad. JP is saying it's bad too. If JP says it's bad, then it's probably bad. I meant Steam, not... Oh, Steam reviews? Okay, well, I don't want to do a Doom post stream. That's not what we're about. Let's at least develop our own opinion. At least my own opinion, because this is the first time I'm hearing about it. So 100 to 200 if you're lucky, 300 or even up to 400, you're the worst of the worst luck. So is it still... I don't understand this 200 number you're pulling then. Okay, we should keep watching the video. Yeah, we should keep going back. Good night, have fun, as weird as that sounds right now. Dark Ages of Blue Archive is here. Let's see what let's let Valiant explain it with his beautiful voice. Let me take in that beautiful voice into my earballs, into my ear holes. Dude, my GPU is at 95%. What is happening? And then after that goes into my earballs, into my brain, Anuki will, I'll see what I think. But on the surface, that is incredible. We got Kaiser Corp at home, basically. When you think about it at first, it sounds pretty good because there's a guaranteed for the 3-star every 100. But now, when you factor the rest and dupes, it gets complicated. Okay, so the 50-50 is at 100 every time? Okay. Valiant, I'll hear you out.
System and replaced it with a pity system. Now you might be saying, that's good, right? It's going to be like Honkai Star Rail or Arknights.
Okay, I wouldn't say it's good. It's just strange. I mean, I play a lot of different games on this channel. Some have sparks, some have pity, some have both. Some have both. I don't think it's good. I don't know if it's bad. People were saying it's bad. I'm not gonna discredit people, but I do play. I wouldn't say it's bad yet. I'll determine that in a second. I do think it's not. I do think that's a crazy move after maintenance on Wednesday, July 29th, 2026.
Where the pity carries over, but apparently they haven't said anything about that other than...
The pity doesn't carry over? Or the thing doesn't it doesn't say anything about that. The pity casting, there's no way they do no carryover pity. Wait, that would actually be bad. No carryover pity, because there was no carryover spark. But usually sparks aren't carryover. It's usually, but the reason why sparks are not carryover is because you can plan for the spark. But since pity is a different system, they have to do carry. They can't do a no carryover pity. That defeats the point of the pity. The banner resets like what we have right now. No carryover is... Wait, that's crazy. We're not done yet, guys. We still have 4 minutes to go.
Then the pity expire? So how does this Blue Archive pity system work? They introduced 2 pity checkpoints. First, at 100 pulls, you are guaranteed a 3-star with a 50-50 chance of it being a featured student. And second, at 200 pulls, you are guaranteed to get featured students.
Whoa, okay, so there's a 200, okay. There's a 200 number. At 100 pulls, you're guaranteed a 3-star. When you perform a recruitment that reaches a summon charge count of 100, okay, so they have a funny name for it. For the 50-50, I guess. A 3-star student will always appear. You will have a 50% chance of receiving the featured student. Furthermore, when you perform a recruitment that reaches a summon charge count of 200, you will be guaranteed to receive the featured student. So that still sounds like a spark. I don't understand. Furthermore, when you perform a recruitment dude, my brain. Furthermore, when you perform a recruitment that reaches a summon charge count of 200, you will be guaranteed to receive the featured student. Is that assuming you lost? Soft and hard pity, essentially. Okay, well, soft pity is like, would be like 75, and then hard pity would be 90. Not 100, 200. My idea, they should make an option so we choose between old and a new system. Okay, not to bring other games, but what if they did Stellasora where they have both? Pity and a spark, so you can plan for either. TLDR gacha system is now similar to Stellasora and Genshin now. Stellasora too? Oh no, okay, keep watching the video. Okay. The thing is, if you get a featured student, the count goes back to 0, meaning you can't bag 2 featured students within... Oh, okay, I see. So 50, if you do 50-50, you lose a 50-50, you get a guaranteed 3-star, and then you lose, and then you can still get that character at 200 for the quote-unquote spark. If you win the 50-50, you go back to 0. And then you go back to 50-50 again. Pretty much. Okay, so it is like the G word. It's just written a little differently. Because technically speaking, if you lose 50-50 on G word, let's say at 90 pulls max, then you have to do another 90. So it'd be like 180 if you super duper hard pity. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, I understand. So it is just okay, so no strings attached, it's just 50-50. Okay. But it's 100 instead of 90, so that is effectively 20 less pulls. Or more pulls. Basically, this new 50-50 system is good when you want just one character. It's bad if you want 2 at once. Okay. I can see that. I see that. Unlike Blue Archive's 200 guarantee recruitment, no higher chances when we're getting close. Wait, hold on. Let me read the whole thing you said. Quoting someone, most, if not all, gacha games with a pity system only need 80 pulls for a 50-50. Right. 160 for guarantee, and they get higher chances already at lower pity, which is soft pity. Unlike BA's 200 guarantee Sorry, Sikanuki is kind of freaking out. Unlike BA's 200 guarantee recruitment, no higher chances when getting close to pity. So there is no soft. That's what I mean. When we have both systems, if we want to get both students, we use the old system. If we plan on getting one student, we switch to the new system and get the student. That makes sense. All right, let's see.
100 pulls, you will always get it to get better students. 100 pulls, you will always get a 3-star character, but it's a 50-50 between the featured or student off, which I said that before. The thing is, it sounds good, right? Do you trust your luck, even if it's 50% chance? If I remember correctly, the featured rate is only around 10% on standard and regular limited banners whenever you get a 3-star. I completely forgot the exact number.
Is it 10%? I thought it was like 3. 10% would mean you get a purple every time you do a 10 pull. Isn't it like 3? Or isn't it less than that? Because it's 3% to get the student, but then there's another 10% or something, maybe another 10% on top of that 3% for the featured one. I don't know how that math works out, how that one chalks out, to be honest. I just know the big 3 and 6% numbers. It was 0.7% on a 3% 3-star rate normally. Okay. He said he forgot, he's probably mistaken. Yeah. He's fine. I forgot as well. I'm honestly worried. David, don't worry. We'll figure it out together. I'm learning it as we speak.
And it's even lower on Fest banner if you get a 3-star. So the odds are actually worse. So 50% chance definitely make it easier, right? But the problem is, players are not afraid of getting read off. Getting spook is actually good, especially if it's a newer student or someone you wanted. For example, oh, this is my waifu that I skip on her permanent banner. Lucky me.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get Kisaki from this way, but it's the year 2026, July 26th, and Anuki still doesn't have fucking Kisaki. This is like when I had no Akko, and I had to borrow an Akko for like 2 years. That's Kisaki, bro. Borrowing Kisaki is so painful. And then I'm gonna get a borrow Kisaki, and then the next student that I need to get, the next meta permanent student that I need to get, I will not get them either. Who is that even? Who is the current goated meta slot in character? What was a good run? Bye Blue Archive. Why would you even say that? Dude, why is the chat bounce like that? I hate that. Okay. First of all, I don't like this. Okay. This is bad, but okay. I don't know what the consensus is right now. I suppose I can check in a bit, but I don't think doom posting is the correct answer. I mean, what doom posting does do is bring light to a very serious light to a situation. It makes the community speak out, right? Speak outwards in a very large sense. But I don't like the connotation that comes with doom posting because it sounds like you're giving up on the game that you played for 5 years because one thing happened. Is this going to be another Love and Deep Space situation? Except, you know, less political. I don't think we need to do that. We definitely can do something, right? Hasn't been implemented yet. JP is in uproar. Let's hope posting and let our voices be heard. That's what I think is important. I don't like doom posting. Whenever a game comes out and everyone talks about doom posting, it's really easy to just be like, oh, EOS game. But I don't think it's a good mindset to have because, I mean, when you played a new game, a new gacha game or something, and you really like it, but it's not super popular, but you really like it, and then you check out the community, and all you see are people saying, Doom post, this game is gonna die in a month, GG. And I'm like, and you're like, well, but I like the game, because that's what happened with Stella Sora. And I like the game. I love Stella Sora. We had a little bit of an issue with the copyright, but once that fixed, we're gonna play Stella Sora tomorrow. So imagine my shoes when I want to play Stella Sora, and the only thing I see are people just saying that the game is washed, EOS, it's bad. So now in the flip side, and let's say you are one of those people, and I'm not going to point my fingers at if you were the one to do it, because it's your opinion, that's fair. Now you're on the shoes of someone who you're playing the game. This is the game that you love. You played for 5 years, and now people are saying EOS. Now you are saying EOS. I don't think that's fair. I don't think you're wrong. I think like this just happened. This happened yesterday, bro. Panic is going to ensue because that's the first thing that happens when something bad happens. I think we can wait. I think we need to chill. It already happened, right? It already happened. Actually, it hasn't happened. But it's in, what is it? It's the 26th right now for me. It's in 3 days. Probably sooner because it's a JP. And it's being translated, I assume. Yeah, it's being translated. There is still time, but it might get implemented. And then once it gets implemented, the people will do what they do best and show the game when they've made an error. To be fair, I think a lot of Doom posting has no foundation. Any fandom just mass Doom posts with every major update. Dude, you know what happened when I posted my Stella Sora post on YouTube? And I said, all I did was say, yeah, I'm going to stop Stella Sora for a bit because they're having copyright issues. I'm a little disappointed in it, but it is what it is, and I'll wait. The second I made that post, I got flooded with comments saying, dead game, EOS game. Like they're bots. Like my YouTube post started looking like Twitter, and that is a bad sign, guys. That's a bad sign. I don't care how you feel about a game. You are entitled to your own opinion, as I am to mine. You can hate a game, I don't care. But now that you are in the shoes of the EOS game, what do we think? I think it's okay to feel nervous because this is bad. You know what I mean? This is bad. This is bad. I will not say it's not bad, right? Because it's not. I'm on your guys' team. But surely we can think about it. Let's continue the video.
And then you are happy that students or someone you wanted. For example, oh, this is my waifu that I skipped on her permanent banner. Lucky me.
I'm still trying to get Natsu this way too.
And you're happy or something like that, right? But what concerned me and many other people is that you will have to spend more. As in free-to-play players, you are pretty comfortable right now if, let's say, you're using the Spark system and get a student within the 200
I'm not comfortable.
pulls.
I had to grind. To get my pyro back, low-key, because I am free to play. Even though you guys disowned me, I still consider myself free to play.
Let's say you're using the Spark system and get a student within the 200 pulls. You can simply use your Spark to exchange for a student B. It's really that simple, is it? Simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
But with a new PT system, you are guaranteed to get featured students at 200 pulls. However, your PT resets to 0, meaning you need another 200 pulls for student B. Which is basically the game tell you, hey, we made 2 banner, you're not supposed to pull on.
Okay. To be fair, there is a chance, like there's not a 0 chance that you get the character early. We've seen this in 50-50 gachas. But I agree, the planning phase is now cooked, right? There needs to be padding for that. If there is no way to build pity off banner and carry over, that is where the planning goes away. That's what I don't agree with. Because if we move to a 50, okay, let's say we move to a 50-50 system. Like there has to be a cushion, because they can't just change it. Or rather, okay. I don't think they should change it, because why would they change it 5 years in? Okay. I accidentally changed my point. My bad. I'm still fucking sick. My stomach hurts and I have a headache. Let me fix that point I was making. There's a great story, great writing, great attachable students and characters, a established end game that is moldy but is not impossible. Everybody can do it at a certain point and still be rewarded generously. Not for getting gold. Shit, even silver for the most part. Whatever. This game is so established and it has all that, but it is a gacha game. It is an epic RPG. You know, it's an epic RPG. It is a gacha game. That is the thing that it is. You can't. They cannot just change that. That would be like that would be like when the Dallas Mavericks traded Luka Doncic. Why would you do that? Epic RPG mention, bro. Like you have the star player of your team and then you just trade them for unbeknownst no reason. Oh yeah, or when the Celtics traded Jaylen Brown instead of fucking Tatum's bum ass, right? Or when Portland traded Damian Lillard, but he came back. W. I love Damian Lillard. I met him one time. I gave him bubble tea. At least Genshin got capturing radiance. Yeah, you need a cushion. That cushion can simply be carryover pity. Let's keep going. I'm sorry.
Only one? You have to pull on both. Like, why? I'm honestly clueless. And
wait, what did that say there? Keep in mind, pity also reset regardless how many pulls, as long as you get the feeder characters, meaning you most likely need to spend more for 2 characters than usual. Right, because it doesn't carry over. So like you better have 24,000 pyro in the tank before you full send.
Why? I'm honestly clueless. And keep in mind, the 50-50 is only applies to 100 pulse checkpoints. Outside of that, every other 3-star is just the normal rates. So honestly, this feels more like a nerf. Unless every 3-star become a 50-50, and then it would actually be a great change.
Okay, this is kind of funny though. It's kind of funny. Let's keep going.
No, but if it's the 50-50 is just 103 pulls,
Not important.
you know, I don't know what that is. And yeah, I'm not the only one complaining about this. A lot of GP players also disagree with this.
If you get to pick up A on the 200th pull, you can also get pickup B at the pity. Getting 2 characters is in 200 pulls. But now it's if you get a pickup A on the 200th pull, the summon charge resets and you're forced to pull for pickup B from 0 again. Might end up being 400 pulls. This feels like a nerf, or am I wrong? Okay. Yeah, it is bad. Okay, so is this just more of an... I'm assuming at this point there's no greater detail to read into, right? Because like they can only explain so much in the live stream, you know, at the stand. But, you know, as all gachas go, when they use a 50-50, you can like, you know what I mean? You can, there's a large documentation on how it works. I wouldn't say large documentation, but like, you know, there is documentation on all the finer details. I assume there's not one of those yet. Not gonna lie, I think it's best they do a press conference type stream for fully explaining the new system. I don't think they'll do that. It'll definitely be like a, you know what I mean? A statement. It's got to be a statement. Where would you even read that? I mean, it's got to be somewhere in the website. Average is better mathematically, but it doesn't feel rewarding. Even feels bad if you lose both 50-50s. Here's the thing, right? I play games that are 50-50s, and obviously it's fucking terrible when you lose the 50-50. But let's say the easiest 50-50, which is the G word, right? It is the one that we all know. It's the one that we have based a lot of the 50-50 memeing on. We all know we know my words, we know the G word gotcha. Whether you play it or not, we know the G word gotcha. But even that, as boofed as it is, even before they got capturing radiance, it didn't feel like this feels different than this, you know? This does not feel the same. They're not equivalent. When Kim Young-ha, the big man himself, Big Kim, or maybe I shouldn't say Big Kim, Big Young-ha, retweeted a rate comparison of the old one and new one. Shit is extremely bleak. You retweeted a comparison? CZN. Oh, what is it? Chaos Zero Nightmare or something like that, right? Now Blue Archive Korean devs like to going suicide now. Again, I don't like EOS talk in general. The monetization system is different when comparing Genshin to Blue Archive. This is true. BA releases a lot more characters than Genshin. Okay, BA releases a lot more characters than Genshin. A lot. Way more, obviously. We're at like, what, 100, 200 plus now? 300 plus, probably? I don't know how many there actually are. We did the feat quiz recently. There was like 200 plus. Anyways, whatever. But even more than that, what they do offer more pull currency than G-Word. I know this because I played G-Word on my own time right now, and I don't get shit. But monetization wise is also like actual like putting in your own money. That's what's different. Cause like I've memed about this before. It was funny that you can buy you can top up in Blue Archive 3 times and still not be guaranteed a character. You don't get 200 pulls from that. I think maybe with a bonus potentially, but like if I were to right now buy 3 right now, can I do it right here? Pyro. Where is it? This one, the $65 dues. We can buy this one time for 8K. And then we can buy this one 2 more times for, what is that? 13,200. That's not even a win. That's not even 200 pulls. Which is why I've always never. Okay, if any devs are watching, this is what I'm about to say is a joke, but it's why I usually tend to not top up. That being said, I've seen way worse. Has anyone ever played any rhythm game that ever exists? Period. I'm looking at you, Bandori. I'm looking at you, IMAS. Like, I've seen worse, but just because I've seen worse, does that mean it's better? No, obviously not. Love Live Games pulled to dollar ration is atrocious. Yeah, exactly. It's bad. If you've played rhythm games, it's bad, bro. It is bad. But because I said it's bad, it doesn't mean this is better, but that doesn't mean this is good.
Change. It's more like want you to spend more. This is
the Hoyoverse style gets a pass because it's Hoyoverse. So if you suddenly switch to that style, it's no wonder you get a torrent of abuse. It's more obvious than the nose on your face. But this is true. This is what I was saying. It doesn't feel right. 5.5 years in to switch the core of your video game. Imagine if you were playing Cyberpunk 2027 and then halfway through the gameplay, it switches to turn-based tabletop for the rest of the game. You would be incredibly confused. you would be astronomically confused. You would be like, what happened to the $70 game that I paid for that didn't work at launch, but now works a lot better now. But I got it because it was because of the cool dynamics and the gameplay and the gunfights and the cyber psychosis stuff and I don't know exactly what that game has and the driving, but now all of a sudden it turned into Baldur's Gate. What happened? Not that Baldur's Gate is bad. It's just not the game that you bought. It's going from Battlefield to 2K. Pretty much. Yeah, exactly. Or rather going from Battlefield to COD, I guess. Battlefield to CS. They're both gun games, but they're significantly they are of themselves different. You don't buy Battlefield to play CS. We don't buy CS anymore. You don't get CS to play Battlefield. That's where I lie. I agree with Doskoi Tofuman.
That's how I feel, you know? And that's it. I honestly don't know what really gonna happen.
In the case of the new gacha system, the worst case scenario is pulling the pick on the 199th draw and then having to stack another 200 draws to get the other one. With the old system, you'd naturally get it on the next one, and on the other hand, the possibility of a 400 draw no pick in the old system's worst case becomes considerably lower with the new one. It's like they've raised the floor of the worst case, but that's the vibe. Yeah, I think it's like, okay, to this point that Wolfman said, it's Hoyoverse. You play the Hoyoverse games, you're already prepared. You already know when it happens. You hit like 90 pity and you lose the 50-50, and then you hit 90 pity and then you get the character, you're guaranteed to get the character that you want, and you're like, that fucking sucked. That was bad. But you're prepared for that. You know what you're getting into. You did not, we did not download Blue Archive to have for this system. And for the people that have played JP, at least for 5.5 years, they didn't play the game for 5.5 years to have the game that they love change. More than what the gacha system is, I think for me, we should finish the video. For me, if you want Anuki's honest opinion, because you know Anuki tries to stay out of drama, and I do stay out of drama because I don't like drama. Drama is annoying and pointless, and all it does is make all drama does is making videos harder because I have to consider too many things. I don't care. I just want to make videos and stream and play video games. That's all I care about. But that doesn't mean I'll just back down when I know things are very important. For me, the thing that broke the most is the trust. I think someone said it in chat before, but I agree. It's the trust that you've built with them. For us, global, 4 years? Yeah, I think. And for JP, 5.5 years. That's a long time to play a game. That's a long time for a game to exist and still be relevant. And they're only relevant because of your fan base, because of your community. So this is for me, this is a very backstabby move. Blue Archive, Nexon, okay, I don't know about Nexon. I don't know how that, I won't get into that because I don't know. I'm not qualified enough to speak on that. So everything I say is purely anecdotal. I don't really peruse Reddits or 4chan. Is 4chan still a thing? I don't really, or even the Discords in general. I just stick to my own bubble, and I speak and what my opinions are based off of my anecdotal experience playing the game since it came out. For me, as a day one player, I feel betrayed. An odd feeling to give your player base that, because I'd like to think in general, other than the localization thing, in general, they are very community heavy, Blue Archive. At least in my experience, again, in my anecdotal experience, from what I see with my own squinty eyeballs, compared to other games, they are a lot more community driven. So that's why this kind of hurts a little bit more. It almost feels like it's not real. Okay, I keep seeing this EA thing. What is with that? Is Valiant gonna say it? Should we just finish the video first before Anuki keeps saying words? All that we can hope for now is that enough drama is stirred that they revert the changes. But at the same time, it's Nexon, and that EA guy is CEO now. Is that what's going on?
And that's it. I honestly don't know what really gonna happen in the future. Sure, I'm yapping and whining about the gacha system, but it's not just me. A lot of players are also concerned and pressured by this.
And they're allowed to. You are allowed to. I think, again, I want to get the point across. I say I don't like EOS doom posting, and I really don't like that. I don't like negativity that stirs upon the community, or that the communities in general, not this community. Communities, every community. When something bad happens, immediate jump ship, immediate fence jump. You guys know what I'm talking about. You've been on Twitter for longer for like at least a month. You know what happens when something bad happens. I'm saying you should feel the way that you want to feel. Absolutely. I just don't think you should jump the gun so fast before much is brought out. But outrage is equally important. I think, I don't know, I think the outrage is what is going to, oh, dude, you know what's sad? It reminds me of like YouTube, where if something goes wrong on YouTube, like a channel, you've seen big YouTubers who they lose their channel. YouTube doesn't really have a customer service line. They do now. And and you can now, if something goes wrong, speak with a representative, or not even a representative, a customer service, like just random agent, right? Like you would any other customer service line. In the past, and you've seen it on Twitter all the time, a big YouTuber will just get their account terminated for no reason. They wouldn't tell them why either, even if they ask. No matter how much clout they get, they can even have a YouTube representative, and they will be completely in the dark until they go from YouTube to Twitter, a different platform, and then make a statement on Twitter to YouTube's account on Twitter, a different platform. That's what this kind of reminds me of in a way, where it's like, oh, I remember the point I was trying to make. I hate the fact that the only way to get things done is to outrage, to protest. Isn't that weird? Isn't that crazy how life works like that? Not just in game, but in the real world too. Nothing productive happens unless people complain and riot and band together as a community, as people, as the people, right? But it always, why does it have to be like that?
With the systems, I don't know what's going to get worse. The old system was great because
I want them to revert the call point changes. My grandma said that her retirement hobby was hitting the pickup on her 190th pull, then doing the remaining 10 pulls to spend 200 points and get the other pickup. After reading about this nerf, my grandma collapsed. Rip grandma. Shit. Grandma, no. Grandma. My grandma, when she hears about the blue archive changes, it sounds like a RDC donation. My grandma got power bombed. I hit 190, and then I had to get with the remaining 200 pulls to spend 200 pulls, 200 points, and then get the other pickup. And then my grandma got power bombed. Rest in peace, Granny, bro. She got hit by a bazooka.
You know, one spark could get you both students, and the new system is only good for getting one. Like, maybe you gamble on 50-50, you know, 100 pulls, and oh yeah, I get one.
Jin Young-hae originally went to 2 supermarkets to shop as a child. He had to run 199 kilometers to the first supermarket and then only needed to run 1 more kilometer to the second supermarket, but now he has to run 200 kilometers all over again in the second supermarket. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I need to run another 200 kilometers to get to that supermarket? 200 kilometers? You know how long 200 kilometers is? I don't.
You know, I'm pretty sure Grandma
no! Grandma, don't do it!
would have if she got a student A in 190 pulls.
Grandma, don't do it!
And only needed 10 more
Grandma, don't do it.
to
Grandma, don't do it.
for student B.
It's not worth it, Grandma.
Now, of course,
You see the changes.
Student B from
Grandma, please.
pulling, you know. But at least she could exchange a spark point. With a new system, your grandma would die
no!
of a heart attack after spending 190
No!
pulls.
Grandma, no!
And she realized a spark is no longer exists.
Grandma!
So she can't exchange for student B anymore. That's it. Well, I don't know, too much yapping, but what do you guys think, you know?
Rip Grandma, bro. Grandma saw the new Blue Archive gacha change. And she was holding out to 100 years so she can meet her grandchildren, her great-grandchildren. But then while playing her favorite game, Blue Archive, she saw on the JP live stream that they changed the gacha from a pity system to a 50 to they changed the gacha from a spark system to a 50-50, and then she at her on her 99th birthday had a heart attack and wasn't able to meet her great-grandchildren that was gonna be born the month after. She was about to hold her great-grandchildren in her hands, but then she wasn't able to get Kotama Camp because she had already gotten to 190 pulls. She had already gotten to 200 pulls for Camp Hare so she can clear raids, but now she's not able to clear What raid uses Kotama? What a terrible time. Grandma can't do hot anymore. Grandma was planning to do hot. Grandma was planning to spark to get Hare and Kotama, and then use the rest of her Eligma to get Kotama to UE 30, UE 40 even for her enhanced plus skill, and now she can't do it. I said what I said, and I don't mean to. We're gonna move on because I think we will move on in a second. But my closing statements are as thus. Anuki, please, I'm on my knees at my local Walmart, and then someone says, dude, I just saw someone drop to their knees in a local Walmart. My final statements are this. First and foremost, I'm not here to tell you, again, I'm going to reiterate. Summary, Grok, die please. And then also, Spark Notes, classic Spark Notes that were made by human beings. Spark Notes of the stream. No AI overview. This is the Anuki Spark Notes. First, you are allowed to feel the way you feel because this is an insane change for a game that you have put a lot of time in. Whether you're a day one player, year one player, or whatever. Whenever you started playing the game and you decided that this was a game that you enjoy playing. For it to do such a massive change to yourself, to the game that you love, don't think that you can't feel the way that you want to feel. But don't let other people dictate how you should feel about it. Just ask yourself about it. This is a game that you love. I hope so, at least. That's why you're here in the stream. It's a game that I love. It's a game that, even though I upload all sorts of games and stream all sorts of games on this channel, I love Blue Archive. I still play it. I don't play it because I have to. I play it because I want to. I love Blue Archive. And I have my own opinions on it. You love Blue Archive. You should have your own opinions on it. That's different from mine. It could be similar to mine. It shouldn't be because of my opinion, though. Trading opinions is good, but I think you should have your own opinion first before you exchange. So ask yourself that first. Second, now that you've asked yourself that and you have established your opinion, I think you should not jump the fence and just say EOS, because that would be, I mean, EOS, if you want to doom post and say EOS, then you know, that's no better than what people say about games that you enjoy. EOS, dead game. But it's a game that you enjoy. I don't think it's a good thing to do, to stoop down to that low just to prove your point. I think we can figure something out. I don't know. I think the community is stronger than you think. And with a change such as this, I think it's better to be vocal and take action than it is to give up hope, I think, you know? Even if I love Reina, thank you, Bubbles41412, I agree. Even if the future looks a little bleak, it has only been one day. It hasn't even been 24 hours yet, right? It hasn't even been 24 hours yet. Let's just at least wait. That's all I have to say. Let's just wait. Let's see what happens. And then once we are confirmed more information, then we can start to take action. But if you would like to be vocal, I think you should. Just ask yourself why you're being vocal. Is it because other people are being vocal, or is it because you feel strongly about something? And you yourself know you need to say something. Not you need to join everybody in saying something. You need to say something. And that's all I have. Okay. Oh my God. Anyways, no polls, just event, I'm assuming. You know what? Because we're 3 days late. Let's do a poll. I guess let's do it while we still have it. Am I right, guys? Sorry, bad timing. Okay, sorry. That might have been poor timing. My bad. Anyways. You know what? Maybe the 50-50 is not so bad after all. Maybe we have nothing to worry about, guys. Maybe we're all in disarray, but there is no need. Perhaps we can live to see another day. That's crazy, guys. That's crazy. Oh, now my pity reset. Fuck. Good thing I got her at 10 then. Goodness gracious. Dude, that's actually crazy. All theatrics aside, we did the same exact thing for Pajama Koyuki. I just did a 10 and I got her. And then we did the same on Reina. Isn't that crazy, guys? Sometimes in life, I think you just need to complain. And then when you complain, I think you get the things that you want. Thank you, Redgate. Thank you. Comedic relief, Redgate. Do not build pity. Don't do it. Don't build the pity anuki. It's not real. Don't build the pity anuki. It won't carry over. Don't do it. Do not redeem the pity. Do not redeem it. I guess roll while you can, guys. While the machine's hot.